नमस्कार, म अम्बिका हाङबाङ। अंग्रेजी सिके रेडियो कार्यक्रममा यहाँहरूलाई स्वागत छ। चैत्र 11 गते त देश लकडाउनमा छ। आज पनि रेडियोको माध्यमबाट शिक्षा लिने दिने उद्देश्यका साथ उपस्थित भइसकेका छौँ, होइन त? विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनी हो, अब रेडियो सेटको नजिक आउनुहोस् है। यो अंग्रेजी सिके रेडियो कार्यक्रम हरेक दिन यसै समयमा रेडियो तमोर 102 मेगाहर्ज र रेडियो अठराई 101.2 मेगाहर्जमा सुन्न सक्नुहुनेछ। साथै युट्युब च्यानल सब्स्क्राइब गरेर हेर्न वा सुन्न सक्नुहुनेछ। नोटबुक, कलम, पाठ्यपुस्तक र रेकर्ड गर्न मिल्ने सामग्री तयारी अवस्थामा पक्कै राख्नुभएकै होला, होइन? यदि छैन भने तयार गर्दै गर्नुहोस् ल। आजको बसाइमा अनिवार्य अंग्रेजी विषय अन्तर्गत कक्षा 10 मा पढाइ हुने अ लेटर टु अन एडिटर को बारेमा चर्चा गर्नेछौँ। विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू तयार हुनुहुन्छ होइन? आजको प्रस्तुतिका झलकहरू।
What does violating mean?
Violating comes from the word or verb violate.
Address of the receiver, salutation, subject or topic, body part and is ending.
विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरू ढिला नगरी आजको बसाइको उठान गरिहालौँ। प्रस्तुति सहित आउँदै हुनुहुन्छ शान्ति बस्नेत। ल त अब कक्षा कोठामै प्रवेश गरौँ, हुन्छ होइन?
Namaste, dear students. Welcome to another class of English Learning Radio program. And it's me, Shanti Basnet, again here to facilitate you in today's class. And in today's class, I will be facilitating you from our writing section of Unit 8, that is writing a letter to an editor. Dear students, in today's class, you will learn writing a letter to an editor. This type of letter is a formal letter, which means it's written for official purpose. Like in the earlier class, we had discussed a letter that was a letter written by aunt to nephew. So these type of letters are informal letters. In today's class, I want to help you write a letter to an editor of the newspaper. Also, this type of editorial letters are meant to be published in some national dailies or in the newspapers. Is that clear? विद्यार्थीहरू, एडिटोरियल लेटर भनेको सम्पादकलाई लेखिने पत्र हो र यो मुख्य गरेर पत्रिकामा प्रकाशनको लागि नै तयार गरिन्छ। Dear students, once you know how to write this type of letter, it will help you to write on any issues in your locality to publish in the national daily or the newspapers. You can write the letter and mail in the editor's email if you want to practice this in the real life. Students, let's look into your English book at page number 92 and see the example letter given there. This is a writing section of Unit 8. Read this letter to the editor of the Rising Nepal, which was published on April 10, 2016 on Terrible traffic jams. Students, let's first know the parts of letter before reading the whole letter. The first thing that begins in a letter is the date. The date is written on the left-hand side top corner. So April 10, 2016 is the date of a letter here in the sample letter. The editor is the receiver of the letter. In some cases, we could write to a particular person, but here the editor is the designation or the position of the person who will be receiving this letter. The Rising Nepal, Kathmandu, Nepal is the title of the newspaper and the address is given below. After that, next comes a salutation, or we call it greetings. Dear sir, or it could be dear madam. So if we do not know if the editor is a male or female, or the person whom we are writing the letter is a male or a female, then it's always good to write both sir and madam, giving a slash. Is that clear? After that, we should start the paragraph. But students, one thing I want to tell you, here in this letter, we do not have a subject given, but it's always good to write the subject of the letter before we start the salutation. And the first paragraph should clearly mention on what topic you are writing the letter. सुरुको अनुच्छेदमा तपाईले कुन विषय वा शीर्षकमा पत्र लेख्नु भएको छ त्यो कुरा स्पष्टसँग लेखिएको हुनुपर्दछ. So, this letter is about traffic jam in Kathmandu that is creating problem for people. In a body paragraph, you can see there are 5 short paragraphs and the ending of the letter is in the left-hand side in the bottom part of this letter. Let's start with the first paragraph. These days, traffic jam is very common in Kathmandu. Traffic jam means jam due to lots of transportations and people on the road or on the street. One cannot reach his or her destination on time due to the traffic jams on the road. Recently, it took me an hour to drive to Kalimati from New Baneshwar. So, it's a place in Kathmandu. It was a frustrating experience as the road was jam-packed with motorbikes, taxis, buses, and cars. Water and oil tankers were also there to obstruct the route. Obstruct means to block. From this first paragraph, we come to know that the writer wants to express the problem that everyone is facing in Kathmandu. So it has to clearly be mentioned in the first paragraph or in the opening paragraph. Now let's look into the next paragraph. During the tiresome journey, I noticed 4 cases of traffic jam. First, the motorcyclists tend to overtake every vehicle by violating the lane rules and obstructing the route of the vehicles coming from the opposite direction. As a result, traffic jams occur. In this paragraph, the writer expresses or he puts up that the lot of vehicles on the way do not follow the traffic rules or the lane rules, and especially motorcyclists try to overtake vehicle and they distract or disturb the route of the other vehicles in the opposite side also. And this is the result of not following the traffic rules, which causes problem to all the people.
What does violating mean?
Thank you for the question. Violating comes from the word or verb violate, and it means disobeying or breaking the rules. Is that clear? Now, let's continue the other paragraph, the third paragraph of the letter. Secondly, the motorcyclists and taxi drivers cross the busy road from anywhere they like, and sometimes they take minutes to cross the road. This causes a jam on all lanes and in both directions. So, in this paragraph also, the writer brings up the issues like the motorcyclist crossing the road anywhere, which causes disturbance on the road. Next paragraph. Thirdly, the public buses cause jams as the helpers instruct the drivers to stop the bus wherever they see a passenger waiting by the roadside. The traffic police look on helplessly as so many rules are broken. So this is the usual scenario we see in the cities. Alright, and the last paragraph. The road widening works also lead to jams, as we can see heaps of soil and the other construction materials, including big drainage pipes kept by the side of the already congested road. Here, the writer presents another major problem of the city roads. The widening and construction work is going on, or it keeps going on in many parts of the country, which adds to the disturbance on the road, and the traffic jam occurs in this type of situation. And the letter ends with a formal ending. As I have already told you, the ending of the letter should not be informal. In the formal letter, the language and everything has to be formal, but it has to be simple. So the ending is yours sincerely, and the writer's address is given below, Kathmandu. the writer's name should be mentioned below yours sincerely. Boob Paudel. So this is how a formal letter is written, and you should keep in mind that the ending of the letter is also in the left hand side. So everything, the date, the address and salutations, everything begins from the left hand side. So if you follow this format, it will be easier for you to remember, and many students often get confused where to end the letter, either on the right hand side or on the left hand side. So it's simple. You follow this format all the time. You write letter. Students, let's revise the parts of the letter one more time. So can you name them?
Yes, teacher. I want to tell date, address of the receiver, salutation, subject or topic, body part, and each ending.
Dear students, after discussing the letter, I will help you to compose one more letter from the topics given in your book at page number 93, question B. Time for writing. Write a letter to the editor of a national daily on any one of the following problems. So the problems are reckless driving, insufficient water supply, and load shedding. Among these three topics, I think reckless driving is the current issue that many people are facing in many parts of our country. Reckless driving means careless or rough driving by violating or breaking the traffic rules. So let's get started. I have already told you the parts of a letter, so let's start with the date. You can write the real date in the letter. 12th July 2020. Students, if you want to write the letter, you can write when I'm reading the letter. So the receiver of the letter is the editor, the Kantipur Post. This is the letter. This is the newspaper that we are writing a letter to. And the address is Kathmandu, Nepal. Or you can write any other address. After this, leave some lines. Leave one line if it's a copy, and write down subject in the left hand side. We are writing in the left hand side column subject reckless driving. So you can mention the subject. It will be clear for the reader on what topic you are describing the letter. So after that, leave a line and write down the salutation. Dear sir / madam. Give a comma after that. Dear sir / madam, comma. Now we are going to the main body paragraph, introduction of the letter. Through the column of your newspaper, comma, I would like to draw attention of the concerned authorities on the increased rate of road accidents in various parts of Nepal due to reckless driving. So this is the first paragraph. After this, leave one line and write the next paragraph. These days, there are lots of news heard about the accidents, and many innocent people are severely injured or lose their lives. Severely means seriously. Many pedestrians are knocked down by the vehicles even when they are on their right lanes. Even when people are on their right track, they are hit by vehicles, isn't it? We hear that in the news. Let's continue. This is a serious issue. The authority has to think and bring solution to this problem. Change a paragraph. Road accidents occur due to careless driving of the drivers who break the speed rules, and sometimes the bus helpers without license are allowed to drive, which leads to accident, killing numbers of innocent lives. Full stop. Recently, there was a news in the west part of Nepal where the jeep carrying 9 passengers went out of the track due to overspeed and killed all 9 passengers. Full stop. And it happens often in the highways, but no strict action against them has been taken to stop or reduce this issue. Again, we change a paragraph. Write the 4th paragraph. Many public buses are overloaded with the passengers more than the capacity, which leads to road accidents. This problem is high during the festival season. Even worst is some drivers drink and drive and collide with the other vehicles on the other side of the road. I hope you are getting me, students. So we have completed the 4 paragraphs mentioning the problem and the results of reckless driving in every paragraph. The last paragraph is, it is hoped that the public awareness towards the issue can be raised and the traffic authorities will take serious measures against reckless drivers if they are found breaking the rules. Serious measures means serious actions if drivers are found breaking the traffic rules. And the ending of a letter. Yours sincerely, Anisha Thapa. And you can write the address, Kathmandu or any other places. So this is how you write a letter to editor. This is just another example that I help you to write. So this is the format you follow and write on any other issues that you think is creating a problem to the public in your locality or in any parts of our country. Dear students, we have written more than 300 words in this sample letter, but in the exam, it depends on the marks, how long you have to write. So this type of free writing is not only meant for your grade. So instead, it will help and it will benefit you even when you go for the higher classes. Is that clear? Students, I hope you can write similar editorial letters on any topics. Dear students, as I have mentioned already, before you write a letter, think about the rules of writing letter, which means the parts of letter writing. Then you start writing. Now, we have come to the end of the class, so before leaving, I want you to copy down a question. Please write down. Write a letter to an editor of the Kantipur Post. The Kantipur Post, it's a name of a newspaper. On topic, on the rising prices, RISING, rising, PRICES, prices of the basic goods, BASIC, basic goods in the market. Let me repeat again. Write a letter to an editor of the Kantipur Post on the rising prices of the basic goods in the market. विद्यार्थीहरू, म यसलाई नेपालीमा पनि भन्दिनेछु। आधारभूत वस्तुहरूको बजारमा मूल्य वृद्धि भएको भन्दै द कान्तिपुर पोस्टका सम्पादकलाई एउटा चिठी लेख्नुहोस्। My dear students, with this I have come to an end of today's class. I shall see you in the next class again with another topic. Thank you for listening. Have a nice time.
शान्ति बस्नेत मिसलाई धन्यवाद। कार्यक्रम कस्तो लाग्यो त? आजको बसाई पक्कै पनि सिकेमूलक बन्यो होला। कार्यक्रम सुन्दै प्रश्न तथा जिज्ञासा टिपुट गर्नुभएकै होला, होइन त? प्रश्न तथा जिज्ञासा अंग्रेजी सिकाइ रेडियो कार्यक्रमको फेसबुक पेज @radioeducation को इनबक्समा र radioprogramspf@gmail.com मा पठाउन सक्नुहुनेछ। प्रश्न तथा जिज्ञासाको समाधान सहित थप सिकाइको लागि भोलिको कार्यक्रममा पुनः भेट्नुहुनेछ। पठन पाठनको क्रममा कुनै जिज्ञासा भए निम्न ठेगानामा सम्पर्क गर्न सक्नुहुनेछ। ठेगाना र सम्पर्क टिप्न तयार हुनुहोस् है। ह्युमेन प्र्याक्टिस फाउन्डेसन फुङलिङ नगरपालिका 4 ताप्लेजुङ। फोन नम्बर 024-461-047। हवस् त, आगामी अङ्कमा पुनः भेट्नुहुनेछ। म अम्बिका हाङबाङ बिदा हुन्छु। नमस्ते। सामाजिक दूरी कायम गरौं, साबुन पानीले मिची मिची हात धौं, रेडियो सुनौ र पढौं। धन्यवाद।